So a lot of you might know that I took a trip to New York for the New Year's Eve celebration. Large crowds, cool music, rubbing shoulders with celebrities. It was pretty fun. But when it came to my iPhone, the single most important thing I had with me, all it took to ruin a few months of planning and 24 hours in the city would be a dead battery. One tool I have used for years now is the Ampere-hour 5200 mAh battery charger. I even used it on an old trip to New York back in 2012. It's small, portable, and can fully charge an iPhone from dead to 100% twice in my experience. But even that wouldn't have been enough for what I was about to do. Thus enters EC Technology with their behemoth of a battery, coming in at a ridiculous 22,400 milliamps. This thing could easily fully charge an iPhone or a similar device from dead to 100% 9 to 10 times. Now, right from the get-go, you would think a battery like this would be really expensive, right? I did when I was looking for something like this, but on Amazon you can pick this up for $35. I'm pretty sure I may have gotten my first backup battery for more than that, and it doesn't hold a candle to what this battery can charge. This battery isn't small, but it's still portable. 6.2 inches by 3.1 inches by 0.8 inches. It comes in just a bit bigger than an iPhone 5 with an OtterBox case, but at 1 pound, it feels like it would be equal to 3 of my iPhones at least. With concentrated weight like that, I wouldn't keep it in one of my pants pockets, but then again, I have my own clever way of doing things. This battery was constructed with technology that ensures the battery won't destroy itself after a few recharge cycles. According to the manufacturer, after 24 months the battery will still have over 80% of total capacity. With such a high capacity, wouldn't it take a long time for this battery to charge? Yes, it would. And you might want to sit down for the charge times. Through a standard 5V 1A AC adapter, it would take 27 to 29 hours to fully juice up this battery pack, and through a USB port on your computer, it would take a painfully long 54 to 58 hours. In that amount of time, I literally went to New York and back and still managed to get a few hours of sleep too. Fortunately for everyone, rapid charging is a feature built into this battery. You will be able to charge this battery from a 5V 2A charging brick, which cuts your charge time from a conventional charger in half to 14 to 15 hours. Unfortunately, EC Technology does not include one of these. I have linked one in the description below to save you the trouble of looking. On the side there are 3 USB charging ports, a 2.4A charger for the iPad, a 2A charger for the Samsung Galaxy Tab, and a 1A charger for the iPhone. Don't worry about getting them confused as they are all labeled. You can charge them one at a time or all 3 devices simultaneously at top speed. You can't charge an iPad from an iPhone port, but you can charge an iPhone from any of the ports. So if you're in a group of 3 friends with 3 iPhones or similar devices, you can charge all of them from this one massive electric hub. A 4 LED integrated indicator shows the power status with 4 dots being fully charged and no dots being a dead battery. But even after New York, it seems that I couldn't even get this battery down to 3 dots with as much as I used it. And what kind of emergency device would this be without a built-in flashlight? You can double press the power button to get a standard brightness, double press it again for a brighter mode, and double press it again for an SOS mode. I could never see myself using this as an actual replacement to an actual flashlight or even the iPhone's flashlight, but it is pretty nice to have. Now, using this device in the real world actually isn't that bad. Despite its size, you can still put it in your coat pocket and charge your phone on the go, or you can set the battery down on some small table in a cafe or a Starbucks. It's nothing too ridiculous, and it still proves to be great at getting a quick charge for your dying devices. In conclusion, it isn't too many times when I say there is a device you have to go out and get, but for a backup battery of this size, capacity, and priced at only $35, This should be in everyone's bag of gadgets. At times, I could see how the weight of the battery might put you off, or the extremely long charging time for the battery itself. But trust me, when I was in New York, this battery must have saved my phone from 0% at least 4 times. Since I was depending on my phone for everything from maps, GPS, to communication, to the time, and even my bus pass back home, my phone going dead would simply have made my experience a nightmare. If you are ever on the go with your gadgets and are constantly worried about battery life, I couldn't think of a single reason not to own a device like this.